Hello, today is Monday, July 6, 2026. Here is your daily signal. According to Fortune, Donald Trump's presidency and business maneuvers are sending shockwaves through the financial world, with his staggering $2.2 billion personal income haul headline-grabbing influence over the Federal Reserve, and ongoing ties to Elon Musk's SpaceX shaping both policy and public perception. Trump, who served as the 45th U.S. president from January 2017 to January 2021, used his position to influence national economic policy and foster major business activity, including close engagement with leading tech companies and pivotal decisions affecting the Fed. Notably, his interactions with the Federal Reserve, now under the spotlight amid his criticisms and support for new Chair Kevin Warsh, have led to heightened scrutiny about the independence of economic governance. Meanwhile, Trump's expectation that Musk might donate SpaceX stock to his accounts, despite their public disputes, illustrates a continued intertwining of political and private sector interests. In the near term, this scrutiny may impact regulatory actions and investor confidence in companies associated with Trump's deals. Over the medium term, the former president's high-profile partnerships and influence on Fed policy could shape debates about transparency and independence in U.S. economic leadership, while ongoing collaborations with SpaceX and Musk might influence government contract policy and future space sector developments. Next, onto technology and global markets. Business Insider reports that the global AI infrastructure investment boom is dramatically affecting stock markets, trade signals, and even organized crime, as new capital flows send non-U.S. tech stocks soaring while criminal groups target valuable hardware shipments. Since 2023, investments in AI infrastructure, including massive data centers and semiconductor plants, have fueled sector-wide volatility, most notably in U.S. and Asian stock markets. Hedge funds and institutional traders are employing advanced, AI-driven trade signals to optimize returns, intensifying global trading dynamics. Bloomberg noted a recent 3% surge in Nasdaq tech shares, highlighted by Nvidia 4% intraday gain on July 6, 2026, while Reuters detailed Interpol's takedown of a Southeast Asian syndicate responsible for a $50 million theft of TSMC tech cargo. Financial Times confirmed that BlackRock's proprietary AI trade platform flagged a 12% jump in global technology volatility, directly tied to these infrastructure deals. Organized criminal rings, particularly in Southeast Asia, are shifting logistics networks to intercept high-value chip shipments, with electronics now forming 22% of cargo theft losses, $725 million in 2025. In the coming quarter, continued AI infrastructure spending is likely to power fresh market rallies and ongoing volatility, as institutional investors reshape global capital allocation with new trading models. Simultaneously, the rise in harbor theft is prompting companies and customs agencies to invest in shipment security and real-time tracking, and regulatory scrutiny on AI-powered trading and supply chains is set to escalate in response to mounting criminal activity. Next, we turn to quantum technology in Europe. TechCrunch reports that IQM, Europe's first public quantum company, has admitted uncertainty around the future of quantum technology just as its shares debut on the Nasdaq with a $1.9 billion valuation. Quantum technology commercialization in Europe has rapidly accelerated since the launch of the European Quantum Flagship Initiative in 2018, with the European Commission investing over $1 billion in research and innovation by 2023. Quantum advancements span computing, communications, and sensing applications spreading across defense, finance, and medicine. Key stakeholders include leading companies such as Siemens, Airbus, and IBM Research, alongside centers like Tech in the Netherlands and Fraunhofer in Germany. On July 5, 2026, Science Business announced a fresh $250 million fund for industry-academic quantum partnerships. Reuters revealed France's plan to expand research centers in Paris and Grenoble, and Tech. EU reported Siemens piloting a quantum network for Munich's industrial EOT. Near-term effects could see more investment in startups and a migration of talent to specialized research hubs. Enhanced data security for financial and governmental organizations is expected as quantum communications scale. Medium term, the sector may witness new standards in quantum encryption and EU-wide interoperability, though uncertainties persist around regulation, ethics, intellectual property, and international collaboration. Now, onto the markets. In international markets, Germany exhibited a modest rise led by EWG, closing up 2.7% day-on-day, while France saw EWQ advance 2.1% as both moved higher alongside Italy, whose EWI ended up 2.5% among the top performers. Netherlands drifted lower by around 1%, with EWN in the red, and Chile's ECH slipped 0.7% despite recent momentum. Belgium and Australia posted gains, with EWK up 2% and EWO rising nearly 2%, while China large-cap stocks edged down with FXI off by 0.18%. India's Index gained 0.7%, Taiwan's EWT eased down 0.8%, and Hong Kong's EWH retreated approximately 0.6%. Commodities showed strength, as gold ticked up 2% with GLD leading. Silver surged with SLV up 2.7%, but U.S. oil managed only a slight uptick of 0.7%. Platinum shined, advancing 3% in PPLT, while agriculture, represented by DBA, declined 0.4%. Among market favorites, Adobe rallied 4% on the day, Microsoft saw a 1.6% uptick, and Apple recorded a strong 4.8% move. Yet AMD dropped approximately 4.2% and Nvidia slipped 1.4%. The S&P 500 erased 0.1%, with healthcare rising by 2.6% in Roman 45, and finance up 1.5%. Real estate and rate both ended higher, while semiconductors retreated by 5.6%. Aerospace outperformed, climbing 1.7%. That's it for today. You can find more news and details on our website. Goodbye.